there you are. I was looking for you. So did you try the tofu scramble? You did? Well, tell me how it turned out. Well, if you thought that was delicious, I have something special for you today. Let's go. Today, we get to cook with Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are so misunderstood. They're cast away as some bitter vegetable, but they're not. Brussels sprouts have amazing health benefits. Did you know that Brussels sprouts can prevent cancer? They contain bioflavonoids. Say it with me. Bioflavonoids. Bioflavonoids works to prevent injury to cells and also stop changes within these cells. As a member of the cabbage family, Brussels sprouts detoxifies our body. They instigate the detoxification process, which allows all toxins to be flushed out our body. Pretty powerful vegetable, right?
Okay guys, let's get back in the kitchen. Now first, let's preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Next, we're going to clean our Brussels sprouts. We want to rinse them off in cold water to remove any of the dust or dirt. Remove any of the outer leaves that don't have any kind of blemishes. Using a knife, you want to take the tip of the stem and discard it. Place the cut stem on your cutting board and slice the Brussels sprouts in half from top to bottom. Some leaves may fall off, but that's okay. Once you cut your Brussels sprouts into halves, cut your halves into smaller pieces. We want to go ahead and prepare our roasted garlic. We want to go ahead and get that in the oven. So we're going to peel and discard the papery outer layers of the whole garlic bulb. Place the garlic heads in aluminum foil, and you want to make sure that the cut side is up. So let's go ahead and drizzle some of this beautiful vegan butter over top. You can use olive oil as well. Make sure you expose the head. I like to add fresh basil. This is optional. You can add any other herb you'd like. Make sure you cover the bulb with aluminum foil, and you want to bake it on the 400 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes. Next, we're going to cut one lemon in half, and we're going to squeeze each half of a lemon in a small bowl. And we want to drizzle over our Brussels. Remember, no seeds allowed. And we're going to mix until the Brussels are covered with lemon juice. Doesn't this look delicious already? And we're not even done yet. Next, we're going to drizzle our Brussels with 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Now make sure you toss well. You will be surprised how lemon and olive oil smell so good together. I mean, these Brussels sprouts already smell delicious. Let's go ahead and drizzle some garlic powder over our Brussels sprouts. Of course, I'm adding one of my favorites, Himalayan salt. Nice. Now let's just make sure that all our seasoning is combined with our Brussels sprouts. This is looking so delicious. Let's go ahead and throw our onions in there. Toss those in there and make sure we chop our onions up real nice and dice. Nice and dice. Don't cut yourself. Cut myself all the time. That's looking good. Bam! Let's go ahead and toss those in there. Mix it up all nice. Oh, did I tell you I had some brown rice cooking on the side? Yeah, I like to layer my Brussels sprouts on top of my brown rice or mix it all together. My alarm just went off. Our garlic is ready. Please don't burn yourself. Allow the garlic to cool. You want it to cool in just enough so you can touch it. We don't want you to burn yourself. You can use a fork or you can use your fingers, and just make sure you pull and squeeze the roasted garlic cloves out of their skins. These are looking nice and they smell so delicious. Don't forget to click the recipe link below so you will know the full process regarding cashews. After a nice soak, my cashews are ready. They're nice and soft. So this cheese has a little kick, so we're gonna add a half a teaspoon of red pepper, 2 shakes of Himalayan salt, 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, our golden ingredient for this cheese recipe, and a half cup of water. Let's give it a good blend. We're gonna add a half a teaspoon of tapioca starch. Tapioca starch is derived from a plant and used in a lot of puddings. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of water. Let's give our cheese another good blend. Now that's some good looking cheese. Next, we're gonna pour our cheese in a saucepan over high-medium heat. I want my cheese to be a certain type of texture. I don't want it too thick. I don't want it too thin. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water, make sure that it's overheat. And I wanna make sure I mix it. Just get into the consistency that I truly want. Not too thick and not too thin. Come on, admit it. Now that looks like some good cheese. I had to slip in the taste test. I'm not a big salt person, but I'm gonna add just a little bit more of Himalayan salt. You can season as much as you want. A little quick food education. So now if you're making any kind of like fondues or sauces or soups, you want to make sure you add some type of acid. You can add like a white wine or lemon juice. This just keeps the cheeses melted and very, very smooth. Google it. Now we're going to add our Brussels sprouts in a well-oiled or buttered casserole dish. Now let's go ahead and pour that cheese over our Brussels sprouts. Oh my God, this looks so delicious. I know I keep saying that, but it really does. And it smells so good too. I know, I'm last minute, but I just wanted to throw some pecans on this dish. It just looks like it might kind of taste good. Oh, wow. That looks great. I'm so proud of you. Now go enjoy it.
What? What are you thinking? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're like thinking like, yeah, I did that. You did do that. This tastes good. Let's catch up next week. I have so many new amazing meals. And I got this nice steak burger that I think you might like. So don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next week in the kitchen.